into it. To the pitch we go. Parkway hosted Magnet. The Stangs up 1 when I touched down. Shortly after that, Audrey Jordan, she got free on the breakaway and she finds the back of the net. Magnet goes up 2 and it was business as usual.
Audrey, she's a senior. She's got before tonight, it was 130 goals almost in her career. Yeah, I mean, really up there.
Well, I always thought like being a leader was going to be like, oh yay, finally I'm in power, but it's really just like an honor. Like I love leading. It's really, really fun to kind of be the captain and be able to tell people what to do on the field and not be sounding like bossy more, but like guiding so that they'll like probably take my information and like hold it through the game.
That's until Parkway made them work for it. And the Panthers, they got on the board. Emily Morton, she drops one in from distance. It's good. Then both teams battle. Got shots on goal, but Parkway would tie things up. Emma Alvarado, she gets a look. It's tipped. Mackenzie Marshall, she gets the finish. That ties the match at 2.
We went up 2-0. They got the goal back to make it 2-1. It was pretty back and forth most of the first half. They get the first goal in the second half to make it 2-2. And I mean, it stayed that way until about the last 20.
I mean, we were ahead, but we kind of got tied for a second, and that's happened a few times this season. But with this team, it's like no matter what the score is, we're still going to turn the game around. Like, even if we're tied, we're going to act like we're down 5, and we're going to come back every time. So.
They would come out stepping, big goals would lead to a victory. Check out the angle on this one. Audrey, she drops that thing in from the baseline. That's too tough.
When we score, like AJ, she's our favorite forward. Every single time she scores, she celebrates, and it's just great. Like we've just like our dynamic is just so good this year. Like we can combine everything, and whenever she scores, I just go straight to her and run and like jump and celebrate. It's just great.
Isabella's only a sophomore, but I mean, she had 40 last year. She's probably around 25, 30 this year. They really. They definitely pose a problem for every team we face. Popped off 4 goals in the last 15 or 20 minutes there, which is something they've shown they can do. We played a team in Monroe last week. We were down 5-3 with about 6 minutes left, and they scored 3 goals in the last 6 minutes to win 6-5. So it's something that we're glad to have in the back pocket, but hopefully they can get a little bit better about playing that way and to start the games off instead of having to dig themselves out of holes.
I learned that to just focus on myself in the game, and that with 5 minutes you can change the entire course of the game. I mean, I scored a goal with the last 30 seconds of golden goal in one quarterfinal game, and that was probably the best game of my life, and so I just took that forward for every game. Even if I already have 4 goals, I'm still trying to get another.
I would probably say if you mess up, don't get mad and don't overreact, because whenever, sometimes I will mess up and I would get mad, and then my head gets out of the game, and then I'll have to work to get it back, and then that just doesn't help the team. So if you make whenever I was younger, that was really bad for me, and so just if you make a mistake, don't think about it too hard. Just move on, because life goes on and you will get more chances.
Lex, you call it. I'm just kidding.
It's pretty interesting. I went to school here at Magnet, played for the soccer program. That girl I was talking about, Isabella Baltoff, her dad was my coach. And so I've been coaching here now for about 10 years as a head coach, and about 5 years before that I was his assistant and did the JV, and so I've gotten to kind of come full circle a little bit. Now I'm coaching both his kids. Izzy is a sophomore over here, and then Alex, I've got him on the boys' side as well. So I mean, being able to kind of relate to them as far as with the workload they deal with. I mean, Magnet's obviously a really difficult school, demands a lot out of its students, but they do a good job of balancing everything and just kind of making sure they're managing their time well and still maintaining their studies. We've got obviously a lot of smart kids, but really, really hard working as well.